What's up? Today I'm going to show you how to create a wallpaper for your Android phone. Something like what I do, basically. Well, it's kind of, I don't know, yeah. I'm just going to show you how to make wallpapers like my kind of wallpapers. So, I usually take, a lot of people have been asking me where I take my wallpapers from. And I take my wallpapers from Tumblr. And it's from my Tumblr page. I just reblog stuff and I just take it from it. And yeah, but most of the time people just kind of steal it from Flickr and put it on Tumblr. So, yeah, I can't really credit anybody because there's no source. But if there would be a source, I would definitely credit that person. So anyway, I found that wallpaper. Yeah, sorry for the middle finger. So I'm just gonna take this wallpaper. I'm just gonna copy image, and I'm gonna go to Photoshop, and I'm gonna go File, New, and I'm I'm gonna put the wallpaper size of the Galaxy Nexus in because obviously that's my phone, and uh, if you have another phone and it probably obviously it's gonna have a different wallpaper size, so you might need to, yeah, you probably need to put the wallpaper size of your phone in. Yeah, so mine is 800 by 1280. I'm gonna just put the resolution to 100. I don't actually know why, but I just feel like it, so I'm just gonna put it. Alright, so now we have it here, so I'm just gonna Control V, paste it in. You can also like go here, but I mean, it's gonna waste too much time, those milliseconds of my life, so I'm just gonna drag it. I'm just gonna put it, I don't know, like this, double click. So now you can see it's all pixely and stuff and not nice at all, but the main focus is not really on the wallpaper since it's going to be the background and there's going to be a layer on top, so you won't be able to see it that clean anyway. So I'm just going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I'm going to put it to like 7.4. That's alright. Alright. I'm just going to name that wallpaper. This one, actually, it doesn't do anything. If you're new to Photoshop, it's just there. If you uncheck this, you can see this. You can uncheck this as well, and then it's going to be transparent. So, and if you have a problem with this being there, you can just delete it. But you can only delete it if you have another layer. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drag a box down from here to about here. So to do this, I'm gonna go to the rectangular tool. I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna start dragging it from about here, till about maybe here. Alright, so now it's green. I don't want to have a green panel, so I'm just gonna make it grayish white kind of thing. Sorry. Now I'm gonna go to blending options. Then I'm gonna go to stroke. I'm gonna give it stroke. Let's see. You can experiment with this, the size of the stroke and the opacity and the colors, whatever rocks your boat. Alright. Now I'm just gonna do and black. Can't really see it here, but you can see it kind of on your phone. So on your phone, everything is clearer anyway than on the laptop because it's more focused. Because you basically look only on this. Then now you have two options because I want to decrease opacity so I can see the wallpaper. So I can either go opacity, which is gonna decrease the opacity for the whole thing, including the stroke. But I don't want that because I want the stroke to be more visible. And so I'm just gonna decrease the opacity of the fill. And that's a good tool because it's only gonna decrease the opacity for this part, not the stroke, which is cool. So I'm gonna decrease it to maybe see, 70, 75%. It's nice. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Then I'm gonna. All right. So now that's done. Kind of. You can also add like shadows, like go blending options, drop shadow, and then you can play around with it, and it has some pretty nice effects, or inner shadow, or I don't know, color overlay, gradient overlay, pattern overlay. Like you can download different patterns for Photoshop. Alright, I don't really want that right now, so I'm just gonna leave it. And I'm gonna put my weather graphics inside here, so I have them right here. You can download them for free on my website with the Photoshop file, so you can add stuff, remove stuff, whatever. Uh, so I'm just gonna. I really like to collect clouds. I don't know. I have an obsession with clouds. So I'm just gonna drag it in there, and I'm just gonna put it right there. And the reason why I put it in Photoshop instead in those applications on my phone is because it, it's too big for my phone, like for the app, and uh, I can make it smaller, but I don't want it to be smaller because I want this to be the main focus point on my wallpaper. So to keep it that size, I'm just gonna have to sacrifice, yeah, because otherwise you can, if the weather changes, the icon changes as well. But I'm not really a fan of that. I don't want it to change. I just want it. Just want my cloud to be there forever, like this. I don't want that to be rain. I don't want that to be sun. Just this cloud. So yeah, it's a bit creepy, but all right. So just Control T. I can make it bigger, and you can scale it like this. But if you want to have a control scale, you can also go here to, let's maybe make it 100. Let's maybe make it 120 and 120 here as well. So you see it increased. But if you don't want to change both all the time, you can link them together. So if you change this one to 150, it's going to change here as well. And then, but make sure you're going to uncheck this, otherwise you can't freestyle resize it. It's going to be like a scaled resize like this. You can, if you uncheck this, you can go freestyle like this. Anyway, I'm just gonna make it like this big. I'm gonna put it there, and then it's rasterized, which means, for example, you want half the cloud for some odd reason. Let's just say you want half the cloud. Uh, if you select it and then delete it, you can't because it's not directly editable. Editable. So you need to rasterize it. I don't actually know what rasterizing everything means because I didn't learn Photoshop through a course. I learned it by myself. So most of the things, they don't make sense, but I just go with it. So I'm just gonna rasterize it, and now you can cut half the cloud. So you have half the cloud now. Well, all right then. If you decide, oh yeah, I don't want half the cloud anymore. I want the full cloud, but I don't want to drag it in anymore. You just hit Command Z, and then Command Option Z. Yeah, in Mac. I don't know I don't know how it is in Windows because I've never really used Photoshop on Windows, so I wouldn't really know. And if you want to change the color or anything, just go to Blending Options, Color Overlay, and then you can just change the color, make it all happy. Let's make it, I don't know, I like it black and gray. I like black and gray and white. Let's make it like this, and you can also add shadows and stuff, I guess. And can add strokes, can add this. It makes it kind of like a 3D effect. Inner shadows, outer glows, yeah, all that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, and gonna move it maybe down there. So yeah, well, that's about it. Yeah, also sometimes I add stuff onto Photoshop and just put a blank PNG as desktop visualizer, a desktop visualizer widget, and with a blank PNG, because sometimes I'm just so lazy, I don't want to make an icon for it, or sometimes, well, it's really time consuming and it's such a pain, and sometimes it's just too big for desktop visualizer in rare cases I've seen. So since I'm too lazy today and I can't actually show it to you on Android anyway, so I'm just gonna make it here. I'm gonna make an app drawer text. So I'm gonna make it 72 pixels kind of. I'm gonna all apps. I'm gonna select it, and you can download fonts from thefont.com or anywhere else. It's great. And well, what I'm gonna choose. Guess I'll just stick with that font. But I want to change the color. So you can either change the color here, but you won't be able to see the color only when you press OK and put it away. Or you can select this and go up here, and then now you can actually see the color without going in and out and in and out, which is good, kind of. So I'm gonna make this dark as well. And, yeah. And I'm gonna decrease it a bit because that's just extreme. Yeah, this size. Put it here. Yeah, I think it's perfect. And yeah, that's about it. That that's done. So all I would need to do in my phone is upload the phone with the wallpaper on my phone, put it on multi-picture live wallpaper, configure everything, and then just put the apps down here. Yeah, I will put the apps down here, the weather here, the battery up here, notification like unread counts here and here. Yeah, maybe time here. Oh, look cool. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that today because I'm too lazy to do a screen today. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. So if you have any requests on me doing tutorials or anything else, just let me know. But just so you know, I can't do Android screen tutorials because Android doesn't really have a screen recorder, and second, I don't have a camera. I mean, I do, but it doesn't record video. I have a DSLR, but for some reason, it doesn't record video. Uh, and I can't use my phone obviously because I will be doing it with my phone, and yeah, it just sucks. I wanted to do that a long time ago, but I don't know, I can't. So, and oh yeah, and another thing to say is if you purchase my icons over PayPal, I would recommend that you would follow me on Google Plus because I will be posting all my updates there from now on. I won't be posting anything anymore on Twitter because I don't know,